great.
Are we good? I started my stream now.
Okay, cool. Butthole check 1, check 2.
Butthole check 1, check 2.
How you doing, Jason? Oh, you. Oh, shoot.
How's it going, everyone? We're here. It's me, Nar and me, Nar I.
Oh God damn! I still didn't tweet out the. Damn it,
dude. Just. It's easy, bro.
Dude, I don't even know. Like, what is Twitter? God damn it! You just duped my face, you son of a bitch.
What do you mean?
I just saw the thumbnail. I just saw this great thumbnail that you sent me. Here I am. I'm gonna make you look like a handsome chap, and yeah, this is what you did, huh? I should just get the one that I have on your face. I'm just playing Civ 5 with my least favorite friend.
How rude! Why can't I fudging move?
Why can't you move? Because I'm here. You're awestruck already.
Wait, I'm trying to move. Why isn't it letting me, dude?
Oh, we should have probably actually tried to just do one move before we got into this.
I can't even move right now.
Hold on. Is that your internet connection being super good right now? You have a 40, like a 47. Oh, maybe you have to wait for me.
Oh, what?
Nope. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. You have to wait for me to do my stuff, and then. Yar Hardy Gelder, how you doing?
I'm in.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm in, dude.
I'm going to found this city.
All right. Who are you again?
I'm what do you call it? I'm Queen Elizabeth's happy ass.
Oh, are you?
I'm England. I'm English, bitch.
Are you the English?
All right. So now choose research. I'm going to go into. You know what? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to go into. Dude,
like you don't have. Look, for everyone in my stream, let me just tell you something. You guys know about the Civ 5 Lalo back in the day. It's been a while, but I feel like I can do this, man. This is Narrcost. Yeah, that's Narrcost on the other side.
It is me. It is me. I don't think Lalo's ever played this game, so make sure you explain every game. Okay, yeah, dude.
Scoreboard. Scoreboard.
What you want to do is first, you want to hit escape, and then you want to go down to surrender.
Yeah.
And so once you do that, you'll get like 500 gold, and it'll really help out with the foundation of your city.
Are we talking about? Are we talking about Civ or YouTube gaming?
Oh, God. Ow. So, hi everybody. This is Narrcost channel. Just letting you know we're going to Mixer, dog.
Yeah, nah. Follow me on YouTube gaming, bro. I'm excited. YouTube gaming is everything I wanted and more, dude. It's true.
Well, I like that they finally integrated, honestly. Dunked on his ex big time. Oh God.
Oh, there's no. Oh, it's this. This game is played all with mouse. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Follow me on Periscope. Sad.
What's another platform like?
Oh, I believe. See, when I cut myself, right, I usually bleed purple. Just want you to know, I'm definitely. It's kind of exciting because it's September over there. So really, really, that's what I'm excited for, because there's nothing better than making a quick buck rather than building a really good community, and that's what I've learned.
Man, it's dude, there is man, I don't know if like, okay, so here's the thing. Me and Narrcost, I remember during the last VidCon, we legit stayed at IHOP after everyone left. After everyone had breakfast, we had a huge creator content, like YouTube gaming breakfast. Barb was there, Chris plays games, they set it up, whatever. It was awesome, right? And then me and Narrcost stayed afterwards for like 2 hours talking about nothing but YouTube and gaming and stuff. And a lot of it, I believe half of it was like ripping a lot of complaints apart, because I don't know if you guys know this, but some of the YouTube peeps, like the people who work at YouTube, get a lot of grief from content creators because of certain things all the time. And no one really thinks about it. Like they are people, like there is someone in charge of like hearing all of it and replying, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to feel bad for them, because a lot of the times it's not even, some of the stuff is valid, right? Like there are some things that are like, all right, yeah, YouTube could work on that, but a lot of the times it's just like, man, like just lack of thinking in a way. Like it's just they don't think about the whole process and stuff.
Well, I think they see it as, for whatever reason, what I think it is they see the platform more so as a corporation that's not made of people, but like they're robots, because there's a lot of automated responses. And like it's weird. My DM Stamriel, reply to me. The easiest thing you can ever do is just love me. But ultimately what it is that they see it as this massive machine, like that YouTube is somehow diminishing like content creators because they have regulations and stuff. Like, oh man, like that you can't play music, that's bullshit, but you can do it on other platforms. The fact is that YouTube got hit with lawsuits out of its mind, because I don't know if you guys remember old school YouTube. There was a lot of torrented shit on here, a lot of torrented shit. So of course, since it's a video platform, that fell into a huge gray area. And you have to also understand that it's international too, right? So they're not just obeying United States law. They're obeying, you know, Japanese law, which is a hell of a lot more strict than what it is in the United States. And it's just weird. There's a lot of, like, if you ever talk to somebody who works at YouTube, they care like overly much. Like they love content creators. Like it's nuts. And like, that's what it is. I think if people actually
What's up, Muffin? How's it going?
People,
everyone doing?
And I know that it can be difficult too, but you have to think about like even nepotism, right? Like if this information was out in the open, like how
make your damn move.
Oh shit, sorry. A unit needs orders. Fuck you.
Keep going.
But I was gonna say that if like people are upset because there's not exact guidelines, but that's been manipulated in the past. Like you remember when like response videos were huge, like it was just girls with their boobies hanging out just responding to popular videos to get more views. It has been manipulated in the past, and that's the unfortunate thing. Like even if you learned how to get the algorithms, there's going to be somebody that's going to take advantage of it, and they're gonna ruin the effort. So I feel like a lot of the issues that come through, a lot of the criticisms are stuff that really, if it was out there, the information was out in the open, people are going to take advantage. It happens all the fucking time, and it sucks. But like I don't know, I've always thought, I came from Twitch, and this platform and the community has been so awesome to me that it kind of pisses me off, because they like somehow, as soon as money gets thrown into the mix, it makes it easier. As soon as it's easier for you to make money, you can forget all the faults of the platforms before it. And I think a lot of the shit's unfounded. A lot of it's unfounded.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, and I guess it's kind of off topic, but it kind of just shows that it's not necessarily the platform, is when, you know, when we were having the late night dinner after the Pint House, and we were just kind of talking about people who did switch. Not trying to judge anyone. If you switch, whatever, right? It's your own reasons. But how most of them haven't done, most of them, not all of them, but most of them haven't done that more spectacular than when they were at YouTube. Like they either broke even or doing worse. And it's kind of crazy, because, you know, part of me, like I never asked people like, hey, how much money are you making now? But right. It's not something I even thought about. Like I don't care if you switch, you switch. I you know, good luck to you and everything. But like hearing it, like actually hearing it, like with the, you know, numbers and stuff, it's just like, oh wow, so there is a legitimate reason. Like, yeah, it's not about the platform. It's, you know, you can go you can blame YouTube all you want and say it's killing small creators, but man, oh man.
But yeah, and it's also it's all free. It's like like that's what I'm saying. It's just like everybody has an opportunity to make it, right? So we're just gonna put that like, oh man, I don't make enough. But what's enough money? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
some of those people who did leave, we're making a shitload of money, more money than I could ever fathom to make on this. Like I've made a pretty modest, like where I can pay bills. Like I can pay my utilities. I can make a car payment with what I've made, which is fucking awesome. Yeah. But how much money? It's making $3,000 a month off of literally a passion project. Not enough money. Like that's what I don't understand. It's like, but you had thousands of people. You're working hand in hand with these devs, but that's somehow not enough. Like they got to see a side of things that, you know.
Yeah, dude, we got so lucky, so lucky, man.
Yeah,
we got to meet, and I'm pretty sure you're the same way. Like we had the opportunity to work with the actual staff of YouTube Gaming. I don't know if the staff is the same anymore, but we had the chance when it was happening. Like we talked to somebody, they told us things, they hooked us up, and when they had the chance, like it's actual people. It's not just like, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to bash Twitch, but like if I go onto Twitch now, no one's gonna be holding my hand, no one's gonna be like, yo, hey Phil, can I have a question or something. It's like it's like automated, like right now, you know.
Well, and that's what it was. Okay, so I was on.
Oh, dude.
Streamer Juice and Tux. Yeah.
I just met you. What's up, dude?
Oh, hey, what's up, my dude? You want to hang out over here?
What's
man?
What's over on your side, buddy?
Yeah, you know, nothing. Just a nice little fountain over here, and
fountain, you say?
None of your goddamn business. That's what's over here.
I see. A fountain of Uluru. I see you spotted Uluru as well. You
want to do some diplomacy, dog?
Yes. I would love diplomacy, dude. Are you sending me a deal right now?
No, I'm not sending you shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, would you look at these guys over here just hanging out, eh?
What's up, bro?
If you found a religion, can you call it communism? Yes, it's definitely communism. But yeah, well, that's the thing too. Every platform, every platform is what you made out of it. I think 90% of being a content creator is up to you, really, and you can make of it whatever you want. Like the thing is that people are, you know, I think people are too quick to judge because they get. It is an addiction when you stream, right? Once you have that one really good stream,
yep,
you are like, holy shit, I gotta chase this. I gotta chase this.
It's a high,
bro.
dude. Like, it's a high.
And when you have that high and then it goes away, then you're like, what the fuck? You question yourself, because that's the same thing that happened to me on Twitch. I was pulling in 500 plus people. I've never been that high ever since. Like playing Bloodborne, 500 plus every night for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it disappears. Like I never get that again. I go from 500 people to 70 people to 30 people back down to 15, like where I started off at.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, oh my God, what the fuck have I done? It's got to be Twitch. It's got to be this. And then you have more bad days because maybe you'll get a troll and it kind of stacks up and you get all these negative ideas. But what I realized was, like, way too late, is that I jumped the ball. I went and got a super expensive ass computer.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
because I thought, that's it. I'm going. I'm the king, man. That's it. I'm the up and fucking comer. I'm Summit 1. You know, I'm Summit 1G. I'm gonna fucking do this, dog. But you're not. Sometimes you get hot. Sometimes a lot of streaming is not a matter of time. It's a matter of timing, and a lot of people forget that. Yep. And then what I didn't do is I was so focused on getting that high that I kind of let my community go to shit. I sat back down and I didn't talk to them because I was so focused on, let's get the next big hotness. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's get all this expensive shit. Yep. But I didn't break down and understand that each person in my chat was an individual person. And if I had focused on that individual person and focused on the people that were there rather than who weren't there, I would have been way better off. But then it was down to the Twitch community too, which was pretty fucking rotten at some points. Like they get pretty fucking rotten. Like there is
how's it going, Brad?
Like,
Megan, guys,
cynical, very sarcastic.
Hi, everyone in chat. Me and Nar are having like a podcast kind of thing.
It was because once YouTube Gaming came out, I said, shit, this is a new platform. There isn't a culture like that established. So I can actually build my own. And that's what I did. That's what I did when I moved over here. I said, fuck it. I'm going to try to just focus on the people that were there, and I'm not going to do anything else. Yeah. And it's worked out. I mean, I'm not like top 100. I'm not being promoted, but I do very, very modestly. And I think that's what it is to understand why you're successful rather than trying to be successful when you're not.
Yeah, no, and that, dude, it's, and look, man, I hate Narrcost with a passion. But he is living proof that you don't have to, because there's this stupid thing, and it irks me, but like, you can't, as the people who actually say it are the bigger streamers, right? And you can't, and there's some kind of like hierarchy sometimes where it's like, I'm a smaller streamer, so my input doesn't mean squat. But one of my biggest things was like, dude, you don't have to play these games and grind out games you hate just to get big or to, you know, to profit. I mean, because most of these guys are all in for the profit anyway. You don't have to do that to get profit. You just have to, you know, be different, or like, you know, be about like the people, because you're not trying to get all, no offense to the children, but all these little kids, because the little kids are only going to give you 0.1 cent of revenue, right? You want these actual people who can like, oh, you have declared war on me. Why? What did you do? What did you do?
You're getting a little too close to my empire here.
What do you mean? What am I possibly gonna do with a warrior and a scout? What am I gonna do with this, dude? Oh my gosh.
Long live Britannica.
You know, I think, okay, I mean, sure, I guess.
No, I don't want to do this.
I mean,
I didn't mean to. I didn't know I was going to actually attack you. I just right click.
Yeah?
Can we declare a truce?
Sure, I think we actually can. No, we can't. It takes like 5 turns? No, yeah, no, we can. Oh yeah, there you go, just for you, buddy.
Okay, so
Lalo says I hate you. Narc cucks Lalo by waging war. True. This is facts. This actually happened. Nah, but like I was saying, like, people think like you have to play Fortnite and then, oh yeah, play Fortnite because that's what's gonna grow your channel. No, it's not. Shut the hell up, please. Oh my god.
The way that I've always thought about it is that nothing is very original anymore, right? There's, for whatever you're trying to do, there's probably somebody that has done this and is doing it about 40 times better than you're doing it right now. So if you're trying to be like everybody else, how the fuck are you going to get noticed? How? You're not going to be noticed. And the base foundation of it all is how you build your community. It's all hype. If the word gets out, are you attacking my city?
No, I'm not. What are you talking about, dude?
No.
Can you accept the truce, please? It's on your table. You go to the menu. You see the you see the list of people on the right. You click that little icon next to my name, and it says deal proposed. What's up, Alexandra? For other people who don't know, I'm talking with Narrcost. We're kind of just talking it out, and I said, "Yo, Nar, let's play something that we can also like talk about stuff." And Civ was the game, and we're just talking about YouTube because a lot of people don't like, especially our viewers. Like YouTube is a big thing, man. It's a big thing that has a lot of intricacies, but I think one of the biggest problems, and I don't know if it's a generational thing, or if it's like just this platform, but it's like if someone says something with enough conviction, you will believe it. Like, oh, YouTube has this algorithm that if you do this, it's not gonna work for you. And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Oh man, yeah, no, I can't do that. And then it spreads like a plague, and it's just like, that's not 100% true. You know what I mean?
No, and then that's what it is that people do get into these fucking holes where they feel like they need to play one game the entire time, and it's so fucking wrong. It's so fucking wrong. It's like if you just literally you sat down and like, I think what it is it's just like somebody thinks that there's just one thing you can do because this one guy did it, that you can be that guy if you just do exactly what he did. It's just like, no, that's not how it works at all. You need to make yourself unique. you know, the people that were successful were the ones that made something that had never been done before, or they spun what was being done into such a way that it did become something unique. It did become something bigger than they could have expected. Like Game Grumps, for an example, like it's such a simple fucking idea. It's literally such a simple idea. And look at how much that blew up. It was just two dudes kind of just playing Let's Plays together. And that wasn't really done the way that they had done it. But they took the game, they made fun of it, they made it fun, and they made it exciting. They brought up all these, you know, things about the game, and they spun it in such a way that it was actually enjoyable to watch. Like the same thing with Rooster Teeth. It's like all these big guys came up with great concepts, and they worked and came up with these ideas.
Yeah.
And they made it fresh. But now all of a sudden it's like, oh God, you just gotta play the one game that's hot. You gotta manipulate these kids, and which is kind of fucked up because
when you put it like that, yeah.
It's really fucked up because I've been in many conversations with people that have millions of views, like millions of subscribers, and they've literally just talked about how to manipulate people, and it becomes fucking scary. Like the further that you climb up the ladder, you think you're going to be happy. You are not. You are not going to be happy, because really what the shit is going on at the top is really fucked up. Like it's a really fucked up, scary way that people think, and it's an odd entitlement for really essentially entertainment value. Entertainment's supposed to be fun, and then eventually it becomes that you make money. But you shouldn't go into it thinking, fuck, I deserve this money. You should be thinking, I deserve a reason for people to watch me.
Yeah.
Rather than instantly going for the quick buck. But that's what it is. A lot of people think if I just ride the trends, I will last forever because I will always be trendy. Which is such a fucked up way of thinking.
And you know, look, and like, I hate to say this, man, and I don't know how to say this politely, especially like, and it's something I don't tell, because there's been multiple YouTubers that have come to me because there was, it got out that I helped the Rebel in the beginning a little bit with her channel and stuff, and giving her like advice and help being the manager of her channel, and she blew up from 10K to 30K, and then it like steamrolled, right? And so she put out a word for me, like, yeah, you know, like Lalo did this, it was really cool, blah blah blah. And then like there's been a couple, not a lot, but a couple streamers have been like, hey, what should I do here, what should I blah blah blah. And it's been very hard because sometimes it's just like, it's like they're looking for a trick, like, what's the trick? And
yeah, what's the trick?
What's that thing, right? Like, how do I trick, in a way, like, not saying it like that, but how do I do it? What's that thing? And I'm like, I can give you guidance to how you can get discovered. And that's the best way. This is the way I phrase it. I can get guidance to how you're discovered. But for people to stick around, that's entirely based on your content. And sometimes, dude, I'm just like, your content is not good enough because you're boring. But I can't say it, and I don't have the heart to say it, because because people are so, you know, they're not open for that. They're not looking for that. They're just looking for a trick. They don't care about their content. There's people that stream 12 hours that don't say a word, and they're just like, oh, I'm really good at this game. And I'm like, yeah, but so are thousands of other people. Like, what separates you from them? Either you're top 5 or you're like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're not right. Like, you might have good games, but are you so consistently that you're jaw-dropping? If you're not jaw-droppingly good every fucking step of the way, there's no need to do it. But yeah, everybody thinks that there's a trick. Like, my God, this person didn't put hundreds of hours. Like there's a good saying that I heard, and it made so much fucking sense to me. It's like, people worship what they see for minutes that was been practiced, like they see in minutes in public, but it's something that somebody has practiced for hours without anybody being there. And that's what it is. Like, you have to work at yourself. Like, every step of the way. Streaming isn't just turning on a stream and saying, fuck yeah, here I am, everybody. This is me. This is me. This is why. It's hours of networking. If you're not putting double the amount of time that you're streaming, or I guess the double the amount of time that you're streaming towards networking, I think that you're failing. You have to be able to make connections, and you have to be making legitimate connections. Connections where legitimate connections where people are, you're not trying to just make that business contact. You're not just trying to, just trying to get them so you can get one extra view or you can get that extra collab. But you actually, in the long run, if you needed something, that those people will vouch for you, or they'll be able to sit there and, fucking build friendships. I don't know. Like, maybe you should become friends with the people you work with rather than just fucking, oh yeah, you know what? You're just a means to the end. You're just a means for me to get possibly 100 viewers plus in my room, which is fucked up because that's what it turns into. It turns into this whole fucking mess where you're like, well, I guess I'm going to just go ahead and, collab with Lalo, not because I like him, but he knows the trick, dude. He's got to know something because he's got a couple thousand more than me.
Because he works for YouTube.
Because he works for YouTube, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I wish people spent as much time thinking about like that type of manipulation, whether it's knowing a trick or using people in terms of just like getting your content good. Because here's the thing, if something's funny, it's gonna blow up. And I'll give you an example. This happened recently, but it's not on YouTube, but it happened on Reddit, and it was really funny. I did my highlight video for the month, right? And during that highlight video, there was a really funny play where I threw a game, like by accident. It was a hilarious mistake I did on Overwatch, and basically an ultimate of the enemy team wipes out all my team because I failed to put up my shield in time. Because I went and charged into the enemy, put up my shield, my whole team died by then, right? And it was really funny, and I edited it so simply with like zooming into my face, black and white when it happened. And anyways, it was a funny little maybe 10-second video. I posted on Reddit, it blew up. It blew up. There was a whole bunch of trolls, and I made a witty title and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm so happy, like, because I'm not gonna get any Reddit clout or whatever. I don't care about Reddit, but I'm happy that something that legitimately I edited and thought was funny was out there and people liked it. And I have no following on Reddit. I am a scrub on Reddit. I don't even use Reddit, man. I just use it for the tournaments. But that just wants to show that if something is funny and you put a little bit of work, it'll get the views. There's no trick. It's just being good content sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what it always stems down to, is if people can get a feeling that you're legitimate, that what you're doing is that you're passionate about it and you put forth the effort, like if you can meet your passion with creativity, like the same thing that you're good at, and you can enhance that, because that's what a lot of it is. A lot of us, like a lot of people, they enhance their personalities when they stream, like, or they and that's what you should do. You should take what's best of your personality and enhance it a little bit, but don't become I would say a fraud, because eventually you can tell the people that are faking it. Like there's a lot of weird, like you can play into your strengths, there's a huge amount of things, but I don't know about you, but like, because I have been to multiple platforms. I've been a turncoat, as they would put it. I went from Twitch, and like, because it really hit me when I went to the fucking the first Twitch Chicago meetup, and I was talking with creators because I legitimately was curious about how these folks managed to get partnership. What did they do? And like, I wanted to know. And I was talking with people, and there was a guy who was literally pimping out other female streamers. They all lived in his house. They set up the fucking thing. He taught them how to play the game. He manipulated. Oh, you told me this. Yeah. And it was horrifying, because I was a small fry. I literally had a PS4, and I was on Twitch, and I had a little bit of fucking clout because of what I did with Bloodborne. I was lucky. I was at the right place at the right time, playing the right game. And he was telling me all this shit that he was doing, like playing the video game for them off camera, getting good camera angles, telling them what sort of outfits to wear, what they should say in order to enhance engagement. And he ran it like a chatterbait. So every time that they would donate, they would spin a wheel, and a lot of the shit was rigged. It was either take a shot or bend over, touch your toes, do jumping jacks, do shit like that, lean into the camera, and you had to donate at least $10 in order for it to make it. But it was complete manipulation, because they knew that these girls were solid 9s to 10s, and that they were playing popular video games at the time. And I remember sitting there with my jaw on the fucking floor as this guy was telling me, and I thought that day, I said, that's it. I will never be able to succeed here because it is rigged from the start. I don't have that sort of ideology where I can say, you know what, let's get a bunch of hot broads together, let's put them in front of the camera, and you just give me 10% of what you make in a night, and I will be your quote-unquote manager. And that fucking horrified me to the extent that I said I was going to quit. It was that same very night that YouTube said, hey, we're launching YouTube Gaming. And I said, that's it. That's where I'm going to go because it's going to be brand new. That's the culture there of having literally like a pimp squad going on doesn't exist there. And like it is sometimes you do get to the game a little bit late, but you have to sit back and you have to hear how things really are and to pop out of your bubble, to be uncomfortable, because no matter what, you have to break free from that. You have to be like, oh fuck, I'm not going to do this, or I am going to do this, or I refuse to do this. So you have to think about what you're doing as a content creator and what you're doing and how it reflects on you as a creator and as a person, if you're going to be able to sleep at night or not.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's such a, man, goddamn, dude. It's
Hiya.
And I'm like, people complain either way, man. No matter what happens, people are always gonna complain. They just don't. Oh. Why can't I be a pimp, Nar?
You could, Lalo. You could.
Honestly, no. Shut up. No, I couldn't. I wouldn't have the heart.
Say something right now to impress all the boys in my rabbit. I love you, System Freeze. I love what you do with your beard. But
you know what? Brad did bring up a point in chat about the YouTube thing. A lot of people always complain about Super Chat, and Brad was like, YouTube does well on subscriptions, 30 versus 50 for Twitch, but bad for donations. I don't mind them charging 30% on $1 donations, but it needs to chill out as the value rises. A lot of people don't realize that Twitch takes a huge part. Everyone always complains about Super Chat, but no one ever says, oh yeah, Twitch, please don't take as much money.
Well, and that's what the thing is too, is they don't understand that Twitch is just paying itself. And like, you have to keep the, like, Bits came out and everybody was like, oh my God, they're doing something for small creators. You're paying them to put money into themselves again, and then they take a percentage of it. Like, what? Like, what? How are you fucking happy? Because you think you made $1? You didn't make a fucking $1. Like, you didn't. Like, and that's the same thing. It's a perpetual system that they're instigating for themselves. Wait.
Okay, so that's one thing I don't understand, or what are bits?
So bits is their currency. It's their
cryptocurrency.
It's their V-Bucks, right? So you get V-Bucks to get your cool skins and everything else, but it's all you pay Amazon. You pay Amazon money to go and donate to your streamer, and the streamer gets a percentage of that. So for $1, they're making maybe 30 cents, just like Super Chat is. And like, the thing is that it's available to every, like, when Super Chat came out, Twitch never even thought about doing that. And a lot of the responses, and like the joke is like, oh man, YouTube now looks like fucking Twitch, right? The gaming section looks like Twitch. But Twitch stole all those ideas. Plus, they don't mention the fact that Twitch openly fucking scouts every major content creator.
Oh, dude, and they screw them over so hard.
Yeah,
oh, man.
And they don't explain it that way. And a lot of there's clauses within Twitch contracts once you become a partner that you can't say certain things. The same thing is with Mixer too. There's certain things that you can't say. You can't swear if you're a partner on Mixer. Like, you have to tone down the language because they might be playing you in the New York store. So like, they don't ever tell you that shit because they're not really allowed to talk about business.
Damn.
So there's a lot of shit that people don't understand, and of course there's a huge undercurrent in a lot of platforms that you don't bad talk it because they're trying to save this image for marketing, and that's what it is. And people think like, oh God, it's so much better. It's so much better over here, dude, because look at it, like, all these content creators are happy, but behind closed doors they're screaming. Like, they're screaming at the top of the lungs because they're not allowed to be as creative as they once were once they weren't partners. But they won't ever talk like that. They won't ever say that because it's within their clauses.
Yeah.
And like, they don't. People don't understand what it really means. If they think all content creators are happy 100% of the time, it's because they're getting paid to.
Yeah.
YouTube is a free platform because you're allowed to fucking harass it, and they won't come after you and saying, like, dude, what the fuck are you saying, dog? Like, they don't, like, they don't do that. Like, there's literally clauses in some people's contracts where they're like, if you talk shit about the platform, we can remove you. Like, yeah,
dude, and no one ever talks about those long and hopefully not forgotten content creators, because I don't know if people remember that there were a lot of big streamers on YouTube gaming, and then they switched because they were offered a lucrative contract. They were like, yo, I'm in, like, I'm there, Twitch saw, well, it was mostly Twitch at the time. It was like Twitch saw me, they like what they saw, and they said, yo, come streaming on us exclusively, and we're gonna give you all this stuff. And they made it so lucrative, and they were like, yeah, we'll give you this and that. And for a couple months they kind of did. It wasn't like that crazy good, but it was good, better than what they were getting on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, like, after a few months, man, they they left them. They don't have that contract with Twitch anymore. And that was it, man. But I don't know if they're not allowed to talk about it or what happened, but there was a lot of streamers, a lot of big streamers like that had that lucrative contract that everyone talked about, everyone was hoping to get. And now some have fallen completely off the map, dude. Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't want to mention names, dude, because I don't know, like, if people, does it really matter?
Don't name drop.
Yeah, don't name drop.
To haunt you.
Yeah. So like, they're gone, dude. They're just like, some of them quit streaming in general. Some of them are just like, their channels are gone, like dead. It's bad, man. But no one ever. Brad says, name names. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I just did a dirty trick right now, guys, on my Civ game. Don't tell Narrcost about this exploit.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just wandering around going in circles completely.
Are you building? Are you?
I'm trying to build shit, but I forgot how.
Oh my god. All right, that's fine, I guess.
I'm just enjoying the chat because I know I'm gonna get fucking destroyed in about 10 seconds.
What's up, Bart?
No, that's the thing though too. It's like, but there's performance contracts, and a lot of those guys is if you don't hit the numbers like you hit on YouTube, because they came to them with the numbers from YouTube thinking that they're going to transition, which is 100% not possible, because all in all, I'm sorry to tell you, people are lazy, and like if they have to take one extra step to go and do this shit again, they probably won't do it. Plus, there's certain things you are, when you move to a new platform, there is that you're the new kid on the block. I don't give a shit. Like, you're the new kid on the block. You might have been hot shit here, but who the fuck are you on Twitch? Or where are you on other platforms? Like, who are you? Because realistically, you were something here. You were maybe something on YouTube because you were the first one there before anybody else was. But now you're talking about being in complete saturation. You are a grain of sand in a fucking, like, on a beach. You're not going to get noticed. And like, if you don't perform to their standards, why the fuck are they going to talk to you? You're not making the money. Like, you're not getting the same numbers you were on YouTube.
Yeah,
you're not making the same amount of money that you were for like another platform. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. But and it's like, they're like, holy shit, it's shocking and shock and awe. But now they're upset because they can't go back to their other platform because they tried their hardest to say, like, look it, man, I'm going to go here because they offer me a better, bigger deal, and they can't they can't be humbled by it. The fact that, you know what, maybe
I got swindled.
Like, I got swindled, or I fucked up, and it's okay.
Yeah, dude.
Okay to fuck up, but you can't go and say, like, as soon as you go to another place saying, like, oh, fuck you, these people never did anything and you trapped me, you dickhead. Now,
oh my god. Oh no.
You
wait.
Trapped me.
Why don't we just look, man, let's make some deals here.
Now, why the fuck aren't you building anything? Construct a road.
There you go.
Oh shit, because I need to become a mason, because that's why I haven't done shit in my building tree.
Look, I gave you a little little deal. Yeah, there you go. Accept that if you want. Just heads up. Yeah.
I can't get this goddamn sub menu to go back in.
I feel like people. One of the biggest like rages is when people who complain about YouTube and maybe their channels aren't doing so well, and they're kind of like trying to figure out why they aren't getting the numbers. But what rages me is that they're so adamant that it's because of that, it's because of this, but don't really extend their tool set in terms of YouTube, because YouTube has something that Mixer will never have, that Twitch probably will never have, that YouTube gaming, I mean not YouTube gaming, Facebook gaming will never have, and that's the SEO. Google is the biggest search engine in the world, and YouTube is the second one. So people who are trying to figure things out are going to YouTube, are going to Google and searching them, and these streamers are failing to. Why have you declared war on mother?
Was that you? God damn it!
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get out of here.
Why did you attack? I'm so confused, but okay. Oh man, what are you doing, Nar? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you? No, don't be friends with me now that you're in war. Oh fudge. Crap. I'm friends with the warmongering Narrcost. Nope. Well, here we are, guys. This is where we stand.
Well, now it's weird because I always feel like I need to retire, which is kind of fucked up. But I know I say that I'm gonna retire, but I don't know. Like eventually, it's gonna have to come. There will be an eventuality where I'm gonna stop. But the thing is every time I say like I'm gonna stop, I somehow get these fucking massive like spurts where people are like, dude, don't go. If you leave, like I'm gonna be so fucking sad.
Oh, please don't ever do that, dude. I like your content.
But well, I'm glad, but I don't know. But I think there's a point where you have to say like it is a family that you build here. Like as generic as that shit sounds, it is. You have to build the foundation of success off of cooperation instead of competition. Because once it becomes a pissing game, then that's what it is. It just becomes this weird pissing game where you're just trying to sit down and you stop seeing people as people. And when that happens, that's fucked up. Like I hope to God, like that's one of the things is like I wish that every streamer has a high point and understands why they have a high point, but I also hope that they have a low point where they do get their ego shattered and they have to really think about what they've done. And the thing is like, especially with YouTube, I've only gone to YouTube events because whatever, you know, maybe it's just the way that the dice is rolled and I didn't go to another big gaming event. But every time I meet the people of YouTube, or it may be the fucking people that are working in the engineering department or the people that are just, you know, are just here, you know, just streaming. Like these are people that are passionate and they take their shit seriously. And like they do have hopes and dreams. And I try to work with them, but that's what you have to do. That you have to work with people. Like, and it's weird because it doesn't become to the point where you respect people. It's either you worship them or you hate them. It becomes to that point for some reason. It's like you either have to sit around and you're too afraid to talk about things that might be uncomfortable because you don't want to piss off the big boy up at top because you think you're going to burn the bridge. And so you throw your whole streaming community down the drain because you're just trying to be like the big boys, to be on their good side for that one day that you hope that they're going to come in and raid you. And that's going to be the difference.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's really about taking it step by step, day by day, and building off of what you have here. And yet again, not what you hope is there, because you have this power. You know, you have these powerful friends in high places, and I think people get like lost to that idea because YouTube gaming isn't perfect. It wasn't, you know, but a lot of the times, and what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of things that came across in other platforms. You know, with other platforms were taken from YouTube. What's this? And it's a matter of fact, and sometimes there are fucked up things, Artemis. I'm sorry that you got, I don't know what the hell that's all about, how you got stuck for 3 months. But I don't know. Like, it's 90% about you. You know, it's 90% of what you throw out there is about you, not some sort of mysterious fucking algorithm, not some mysterious hot game at that time. It's just that people will get noticed if they put the effort in.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just,
yeah,
it's weird.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's one of the reasons. It's something so small, but I noticed it early on. When I got ridiculously hot on YouTube, and what made me a streamer was Resident Evil 7 demo, right? The whole dummy finger whole thing.
Dummy finger, yep.
Dude, like reeling in 600 people every single night, and I had no idea what was happening. It was pretty nutty. But after that, I started doing like other games that I really enjoyed, you know, like Don't Starve together, and like, well, Don't Starve at that time, and then doing like Fallout, and you know, Fallout was one of those games where like I made decent numbers, right? But it paled in comparison my Overwatch, my Overwatch stuff. Like my Overwatch stuff, I was reeling in like 40, 45, sometimes peak 50 people, and it was awesome. While my Fallout ones were reeling in like 15, 20 people, and even then, that was pretty solid. But again, I was doing PS4 streams, so it's a different story. But anyways, and then, you know, with the Fallout series, although I had smaller viewers, well, small amount of viewers compared to my Overwatch stuff, I was super happy, and it brought a little, I felt like it was growing the community more so than Overwatch, because with Overwatch, it's just like I'm playing a game, people are watching me, I'm not really talking to chat that much like I am in Fallout or another game. Like, it's like I have to concentrate because I'm playing competitive and whatever. And I took the decision, and I would stream Overwatch every day, dude, like every single day. And on Saturday, I remember I dedicated one day to anything but Overwatch, and people really enjoyed that one day. A lot of people enjoyed that one day, and I decided to make a, you know, I remember saying this on Discord with like the few people, regulars. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a step back from, you know, streaming one game and focus on my content a little bit more, and, you know, building up a community. And I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it or it's gonna kill my channel, but it's just like, man, I gotta do this because I feel like I'm streaming, I'm like playing a game in front of strangers. I don't feel like I'm actually doing something, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, I don't know, it took away the whole aspect of like YouTube, I guess, for me anyway. Because I know some people just want to play a game. They don't care about anything else. You know, like they just want the views.
That's they stream on YouTube and stream off a mixer. So like my thing is like, I don't know. Have you tried pipe smoking? It's nice. Well, that's why I'm smoking a hookah right now.
Hell yeah.
Burning out by playing one game over and over again. So like the thing is like, I'm just gonna put this into perspective, right? So usually, like, I love horror games. Like, I do. Like, that's why I play Outlast so often. You know, shit like that. I love it. I love horror games, but that's usually my bread and butter. That's where, like, Bloodborne, arguably, to some degree, is, you know, one of those horror games. It's dark. It's brooding stuff. And usually, it's people like to see the reactions of it. And I've tried to build it off of legitimate reactions. But, like, there are times, like, as you were saying, my fondest moment in streaming ever was Twilight Princess. All right, there was a time where I literally got stuck on a box puzzle for 3 hours. 3 fucking hours, because I couldn't figure it out. For whatever reason, my brain shut down. I had a fucking completely stupid moment where I was like, well, how does this shit work? I can't get this thing to work. And I played that game to its entirety. It was 33 separate 3-hour plus videos until I actually beat the game. And I remember spending so much time with this game that people, I didn't have huge numbers on it. I think I topped off at maybe 22 people. Maybe 22 people. But I remember when that game ended, people saying, holy shit, I'm actually sad to see this game go because I have spent so much time talking with you that I've actually built this connection with you. And the memories that we made for this specific game, I know are going to be over with because you're not going to play this game again. And I said, like, you know, holy shit.
Yeah, dude. That's the moment. That's the moment, dude. The moment
when I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm not just a content creator, right? I'm not just somebody who's like, oh my God, these are my fans. They're gonna make me these are gonna make me lots of money. It's like these people respect me. Like that, and that's what I've always wanted. Like people are like, holy shit, I respect you. And I was like, what's that? I've never had that. I've never had that in a stream before where people are like, holy shit, I respect the time that you put into this. And like I was like, holy shit. Like it was mind-blowing. That was like my aha, like holy fuck, there's more to this. There's way more to this.
Yeah. And that's I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Like it's that moment of just like I don't know. I feel when you have like when someone experience, like when a viewer, a person experiences something new watching your streams, whether it's the game itself or just the story or something, like there's a moment in the stream that they end up watching for more than 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and you know, next thing you know, it's an hour. They're watching 2 hours. They've been there for 3 hours, and they're like, man, after it's all done and gone, you're like, man, that was amazing. And you're just like, yeah, it was, wasn't it? And you're just you're just like, I'm just surprised as you are, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like that moment where it's just like, it's so good, man. And you're not gonna get that in a, I'm maybe not never, but you're not gonna get that if you're playing. If you're just like hammering out a game because you think it's gonna do numbers, you're not gonna get that.
No, you're not gonna get, because I think to a point there are that fair weather fan where they're like, yeah, I'm here for the game. But when you make a connection where it's like, it's not because of the game, it's because these people actually grew a connection to you. You're like, holy fuck. Like, that's exactly what it is. Like, that's what it should be. Like, because I'm not a Nintendo guy. It was something completely out of my weather. It was slow paced. I wasn't necessarily fucking awesome at the game. I wasn't, you know, doing new and cool secrets. I wasn't speed running. I wasn't doing anything like that at all. But what I was doing, which I had no idea that I was doing, it was all natural, that these people were there because it wasn't the story of Narrcost playing Twilight Princess. It was the experience of people that had been through a journey together, and you're like, what the fuck, a video game did that? Like,
yes, and that's okay, and that's exactly my perspective on YouTube, and how to have that balance between large numbers and also having something fun at the same time. And this is my tactic, and I mean, you're also, there's people who don't agree with it, like that don't want to do it, and you're welcome to disagree with me too. Is I play whatever that I think is gonna bring that experience, that experience, like that moment of like, we're gonna experience this together. It's gonna be a journey, and you're gonna enjoy it. That's my promise as a streamer. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to play a popular game and be the best at it, or play the popular game and you to enjoy, you know, high tier gameplay. That's not me. What I'm gonna, as a content creator, as a streamer, I'm going to play a game that you might have never heard of, and I promise you, if you stay for just 10 minutes, you're gonna enjoy it. That's my perspective on it.
Or it will break you.
Yeah. Exactly. And so what I do is, when their servers are down, when there's an update, or when there's a huge demand of, I know people are going to search this, whatever it is, I am going to put those terms in the title and stream that game and have high numbers. And I'm gonna tell everybody, hey, stop by next time for a little while, and maybe you'll enjoy it. That's my I'll get the discoverability, easy peasy, man. Getting people with timing, not every single time. It's not like I stream and I'm like, I'm gonna hit giant numbers, but I know when there's opportunity to, and sometimes I take it, sometimes I don't because I don't care anymore. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll humor myself, and Fortnite servers are down, or Overwatch servers are down, whatever, you know. I'm just like, why not? And those people will come back, and if let's say 100 people show up, if 1% of those people come back, which is what, one person, and that person becomes a regular, then it's worth it. Like, it's worth it. Having that one-off stream where it's like, and I tell my Discord, I'd be like, yo, servers are down, I'm just do this quote unquote clickbait. I like to call it, like, I like to call it, I don't know what I like to call it. I know it's not necessarily clickbait because the servers are down. So is it clickbait? Like, if it's happening and it's true, is it clickbait? I don't know. But
well, go on.
Yeah, I know, right? And I do it, and it's funny because a lot of my community, like the regulars, are from those streams. Like, hey, I remember when Overwatch servers were down and you streamed, and like, I don't. And that's the thing that YouTube has that no other platform has. It has those non-gaming people, the people who play video games but don't watch streams. They don't care about streams. They never watch a stream in their life. There's so many people in my community that have never watched a stream before me, but that's because the servers were down, or like there was something that was happening, and they looked at it on Google or YouTube and they found me because I had those key terms. And I'm just like, I'm just talking, I'm advertising myself. Like, I'm like, this is my moment. I have people here. I have to show myself, because I know there's some people, like, maybe not everyone, but I know there's a couple of people out there that will enjoy their time here, and that's the people who I want to get. And during that time, I'm like, yo, this is my chance. You guys found me through this. Now I'm going to, as you know, prostitute-y as the sound, I'm gonna sell myself now. Like, this is my moment. This is my moment right now. Like, it's like street performing, man. Like, you go to the hottest spot, the hottest corner, where everyone, you know, there's all the traffic, and you do something that everybody will turn their heads. Like, everyone will turn their heads. And you do like a athletic thing. You do like a backflip off someone's back or something flashy. It's not your core, you know, skills, but you know everyone's gonna like it. You do that, yes, sir. And then you break it down, right? You do their set or whatever. But that's my point. Like, I know where the high traffic is. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be like, yo, my name is 10-minute break. Welcome, guys. And I'm gonna be like,
I'm doing a flip.
I'm doing a flip. That's exactly what it is. And then, like, people come back. Do I do those streams all the time? Nope, I do not. But that's what I say. Like, that's why I tell streamers, I'm like, just work on your content. And then when you see the opportunity, servers are down, you know, there's an update, new something, be the first one. Put it on your title. Like, whatever, like, I say this, be as dumb as you can be and put it in your title. How to click this, put that. Because that's what people are searching. That's right. What people are searching.
Right. Well, I don't know. I think there's a problem fundamentally. Mm-hmm. This is my thing. Like, I'll never forget this. I remember when the Fortnite servers went down that one time. Yeah. Right. It went down for everybody. Mm-hmm. Every fucking streamer I saw on Twitter lost their fucking mind, because, like, what am I going to do now that Fortnite is down, guys? And like, and I remember seeing one specific streamer saying, like, what am I going to do? Like, I know that you guys aren't going to be there if I play this game, so I don't want to play it. I remember sitting and staring at my fucking screen, being like, why would you fucking say that? Why? Like, why? How could you be so crippled by one game? How could you be so uncertain in yourself? Like, that's the person that probably doesn't deserve the success that they have, or they think they perceive they had. Like, that's terrible. When you go and get stocks, right? Okay, we'll bring this in the realm of crypto. Right? Do you put everything into Litecoin? No. You diversify that fucking portfolio. So if you put all of your stock into one game, to one mentality, to one way of thinking, you are fucked. You are fucked. and it causes this chain reaction, because the only way that you think that you're going to be successful is if this one thing works all the time. That is a fundamentally flawed entertainer. That's a fundamentally flawed content creator. However you want to put it, that is not the way that you should run a business. That's not the way that you should run your quote unquote brand. Like you shouldn't be crippled. Like, and that's another thing, is that I just don't understand why people get into that mentality. Like, why? Because it's proven to them before that this is the only way. Like before, like, oh, okay, great. You know what? I only use this one particular wood, but you never tried another wood to make a fucking boat. Like you never tried to set sail to anywhere else.
And that's the thing. I guess every streamer is different, right? And this is the best way that I can say it nicely, is that what type of streamer are you, right? Like, are you a gameplay streamer where your gameplay is so top notch that that's why people are watching you? I'm not saying if you're good at a game. No. There's a difference between being good and being a streamer because you're that good. Like that, you know what I mean? Like you're insane. Or
and
are you
some people that are?
And there are people that are. Or are you a streamer that plays video games and you have some type of personality that people are attracted to, and that's why you're doing well for yourself? Because if that game is down and you're telling me that you cannot make a stream of you sitting there and talking to your chat, come on, dude. Like, you're okay. All right. If you're averaging a big number of people, let's say 100, 200 people, right? And you're playing a game that requires so much concentration, like Fortnite, PUBG, or whatever battle royale game you're playing, right? It does require concentration and you can't talk to chat. And you tell chat and you advertise it like this: hey, servers are down, we're gonna stream, but I'm gonna hang out with you guys. If you cannot reel in and create a bond with these people who watch you and watch you not read their comments for so long, and then they get excited when you're in the lobby and they're like, okay, I'm gonna type now because this person will see me now. I'm gonna type now, I'm gonna donate now because this person will definitely see me now. And you tell them, hey, you have my undivided attention because this game is down. And if you can't advertise it and average the same amount of numbers or more, or forge bonds stronger than a regular stream, then there's something wrong. There is something wrong, dude. Because
and that's what it becomes, though. It's this this wrong mentality. It's this, I deserve this, rather than, you should never go into anything. You don't walk into a job your first day and say, you know what, I need to be the fucking CEO. No, you learn the system. You learn how to talk with people. You understand what they do. You try to think about how you can improve their time. And if you're not thinking about how you can, if you're only thinking about how you can improve and how to make your job easier, you're gonna get on the wrong side of things. You're gonna get to a point where people are not going to want to work with you because you're just trying to do this for a selfish reason, that you're only trying to make your job easy. Yeah. And like, I hate the fact that people call themselves my brand. I hate that fucking term. I hate that term more than anything. That it's their brand. This is their brand. It's not your brand if you're playing Fortnite, because how many fucking people were playing Fortnite? How many people were watching Fortnite the other day on YouTube gaming? 1 million, almost 2 million fucking people were watching it. Like, you have to think that there's 2 million people in there all repping Fortnite, right? It's just like, if everybody has a tribal tattoo, right, it becomes fucking generic, right? It's like, maybe the first guy who got a tribal tattoo, they're like, fuck yeah, dude, that's sick as fuck. But now everybody that has $500 in a free weekend gets a fucking tribal tattoo, and it's become a fucking meme. And that's exactly what Fortnite has become. That's what happens. Like, streaming has become almost a fucking meme, right? You have these subgenres. Is like, okay, this person's a titty streamer. This person's like, that's it. Like, I get it that people are like, they try to associate this with traditional entertainment. The shitty thing that it becomes is that they're not being they're not being legitimate. They're trying to sell you something because one day somebody said like, oh, hey, by the way, they're fucking walking billboards. Like, look at Ninja streams. How many fucking Red Bull cans? Doesn't he have a fucking refrigerator filled with Red Bull right beside him? They're like,
his heart is pumping twice every day, dude.
Yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, this dude's completely legitimate. He's not trying to sell us anything. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, go on to Twitch, go and look in somebody's fucking little chat down there. It's a giant billboard, and it's not legitimate anymore.
And dude, I did so much because there were streamers that would say, I would tell them like, and I think I've sent you a couple tweets like DMs where it's like, yo, this game is having this, like, yo, this game has this update, you guys should stream it, you know, like, and you know, not saying you have to, but like, it's like, oh, okay, thanks, or like, okay, we'll see, I'll maybe. But then there are those few handful of streamers that were like, yeah, I don't think that game will do good on my channel. I don't think that game is good enough for my brand. Like, I don't think that's something my brand would play, or like my brand should have.
I hate that.
Dude, I'm like, and I'm just like, I'm like, oh, okay. But then a part of me is like, you are, well, there's a problem here. There's a problem. There's a problem here because, and this is again, this is my thing as a streamer. I don't care what game you put in front of me. Like, if it were a challenge and a person was like, Lalo, I will give you $100 for every stream you do, but I get to pick your game and you have to play that game, and we'll see if your channel survives. I'd be like, bring it on, dude, because I don't care what game I'm playing. I know for a fact my stream, my chat will be entertained because that's what I do as a streamer. That's my job as a streamer. Like, that's what I do. I'm a host. Like, I am going to make this game good, whatever I play, and usually it's a game I do enjoy and I think will be good. But if I will never say like, hey, this game isn't good enough, or this game won't do well, I don't care what game it is, because if my channel's growth is attached to a certain game, if it's like the community, me being interactive with the community, or the community is attached with the game, then my life as a streamer becomes limited. Because games aren't going to last forever. There is not a game that people still play that is, well, maybe like, there are a few games, but you know what I mean? Like, no game is going to last forever, especially games that just take off immediately. They're not going to last. And if they do, it's not going to be the same amount as what they started off as. But people are into this mindset of like, oh, yeah, that game, I don't know, man. No one's ever heard of it. What is it? I don't know, man. I don't think people are going to watch that. Then I'm like, well, that just means that you suck as a person, like as a host, as a streamer, because you're dependent on the game. But I mean, you can't tell someone that.
No, you can't, because they're gonna get all fucking hurt. Like, cause sometimes, most of the time, it is you. It's just like the way I always like to put it, right, is like, here's another little analogy for you. I call it the grilled cheese analogy, right? So no matter what you fucking do, you're gonna make, right? A grilled cheese is essentially the same goddamn thing. If you ate a grilled cheese every single day for months, you're gonna get fucking sick of that grilled cheese. Like, that's all there is to it. You can try to add some tomato on it. You can add some fucking bacon to it. You can add some turkey to it if you're feeling fucking real fancy. But in the end, what the fuck is it still? It's still a goddamn grilled cheese sandwich. And if you don't change it up every once in a while, you're gonna get sick of it. Like, how many people have you seen? How many content creators have you honestly seen that have worked themselves into a fucking hole because they couldn't get past this idea that they just had to, no matter what. I can't diversify because I'm gonna split my audience up. That's fucked up. If you went every day to the fucking like you went to the fucking like grocery store and you picked up the same shit and you didn't realize that there's another grocery store, like there's not a fucking Aldi down the street, or there's not a fucking Kroger, like you didn't think about that, but you just like, I have to go to this spot, I just have to. That's not healthy. That's an obsessive compulsive disorder. Like, you have to go there, you have to do it, and the minute that bond is severed, that you completely go into a fucking black hole and you can't, and you start blaming everything. It's your car, you can't move your legs, you can't take a bicycle. There's other ways of going. It might be slower to get there, but eventually you'll get there. Maybe you'll earn a little money on the side. You'll be able to get a fucking Ford Pinto or something and be able to drive down the road. Like that's what you have to do, though.
Yeah.
You eventually have to push forward. If everybody just sat down, nobody ever went past the Rocky Mountains in the United States. We never got the rest of the fucking America because we're, oh man, mountains are really tough to climb. We would be fucked.
Yeah.
We would be fucked. Like, you have to be a pioneer. If everybody's doing it, you have to create trends that people aren't doing.
You have to be a trendsetter?
You have to be a trendsetter.
A go-getter?
You have to make a genre that doesn't exist yet. And it's up to you because people, like, Let's Plays weren't a fucking popular thing 10 years ago. Like, that shit didn't exist. But people said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out, baby.
Yeah, it's true. And no one, and that's the thing that that's one of the things that I would always tell Chris Plays Games. Like, me and him have a lot of, especially back in the day when we had when there were people didn't switch as often as now, where it was like, it's like people fail to see the next trend. People aren't the trendsetters. They're not trying to be trendsetters. They're just following a trend. And I would always come up with stupid ideas and tell Chris, like, yo, I'm gonna try this, and Chris would always be like, that's really stupid. I'm like, hey man, it's like, you know, I'm always that little troll. I'm like, you never know, bro, you know, like,
you don't know, hey man.
Yeah, like, and I always come up with stupid ideas to him, and some of the ideas I did implement, and one of them was the Overwatch tournaments that I do. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do a tournament and bring people in and do blah blah blah, and he was like, that could work, that's maybe. And I'm like, yeah man, and it worked, you know. It's one of the ideas that did work. And one of the things I told him was like, but I'm not gonna be an Overwatch channel. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, Overwatch will be the bait. And from that Overwatch stream, like from that Overwatch genre, Overwatch will be the main thing in a way. If I can bring, again, that 1% mentality, if I can bring 1% of them into other streams, then it's worth it. And that's what happens. And every Overwatch tournament that I do every month, new people will come up and they will stop by the streams. And some have stuck around and become regulars. Like, and that's exactly what's worthwhile. Like, I don't care about, I mean, I like Overwatch as a game, and I do enjoy it, but am I a diehard, like, oh yeah, best game ever, woo? No, woo! I'm not.
I've never played a team player before.
Yeah,
I've never Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not that. I'm not like that. Ooh, I'm not like that. And the reason I do it is because I like it enough. Console tournaments are pretty rare, and I know that that's not a thing that's huge. And even if it is a huge thing, I know that mine will be better because it has me.
Humble.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like, again, that new experience. Sure, you can go on YouTube and search up tournaments on console, but you won't find someone who's as you know, stupid as I am, like, as a host, where it's like, wow, I obviously you like Overwatch because you're looking for Overwatch content. You obviously are a competitor. But have you met a tournament? Have you seen a tournament with a goofy, you know, a goofy dude by the name of Lalo? No. And maybe that might be something you enjoy. Like, maybe not everyone is gonna be like, oh, you know, like, you know, there's gonna be snot-nosed kids that are be like, oh, this guy's so stupid, I'm just trying to watch Overwatch. But then there's gonna be that few that are like, man, this guy's kind of funny, and I wonder what else he does. So he doesn't only play Overwatch. Well, let's see what else he does. And it's like, oh wow, he does this, he does that, blah 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 blah. And that's who I'm catering to. That's the worthwhile part of doing these, like, ideas and projects. And I'm glad they worked out, but people don't think that. That's my point. Like, people aren't using their whole tool set on YouTube or whatever platform they're doing, and they're just like sticking to like the mentality of like, if I stream 6 hours of the most viewed game, people will come to my stream and they'll stay. Like, no, they're not. Sorry to say, but they're not gonna stay. They'll probably click on it, yeah, because you're playing a very popular game, but what are you offering that's different from all the thousands of people streaming, you know?
Right, exactly. That's exactly what the fucking mentality is. Well, I remember that there was even a time where like, oh man, I can't stream in this time period because somebody who's bigger than me is going to be playing right now.
It's stealing my views. It's gonna take all the viewers.
Steal my views. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it, Comcast is cucking me so hard. I'm getting connected and disconnected from my stream so bad. This sucks.
It's all good, dude. If you want me to just shut up so you can profit from my voice, just let me know.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No minute wasted, dude. You know.
Thank you, Lalo.
Yeah, of course, dude, I'm looking out for you, bro.
My brand.
Yeah, dude.
My brand right now, having my stream get cucked.
Yeah, dude. You know, so I'm here. You know,
you have a good one, sir. Yeah, just as long as thanks for DDoSing me, so you know you can get all my viewers.
Yeah,
on
dude.
Your
Yeah,
side.
Come on over. Hop on over, guys. 10-minute break. All spelled out.
10-minute break all together. If you can just go and do that for me, please, I appreciate it.
Oh, but it's that bad mentality, dude. It's just like,
well, where do you think that went wrong? Like, do you think it's because people realized that they could start making money streaming, or do you think that it's just kind of like a natural evolution that I have to do this? I have to do this in order to be successful.
No, I think I honestly do think it's ignorance. Like, it's ignorance and just stubbornness, where it's just like people don't take time to like reflect on and just like really piece together what it is that makes a successful channel, what it is. Like, I feel like people are just jumping to the first thing they can think of and they're like, that's it, or like asking for advice from other people, and maybe those. Why are you declaring war on people? Oh my!
They declared on me. Oh God! Time
What?
to militarize.
What did you do? And I feel like it's like an echo chamber. I feel like a lot of times, especially with social media, it's just like echo chamber. It's whatever you hear is what's right. And I feel like people don't take a step back and like really think about it. Like, yo, you know, maybe I should be doing this because doing that. And that's one of the things I was talking about, the tool set, because YouTube isn't only streams. Like, yeah, you stream, but you also have the SEO thing on your side. Why don't you make videos? Why don't you, like, you know, do something? And networking works too. Like, there's so many things you could do. And here's an example of something I did. And it kind of did help me a bit with views and subs. And that's when the Hearthstone expansion came out. They had a puzzle system, and I grinded out. You know, I think I streamed like 9 hours trying to solve the puzzles, and they were really hard. And what I did was on OBS, I would record myself doing them. And that way, when the stream ended, I would go and edit them into a VOD and then cut them down to just have the solutions to those puzzles. Every video was about 30 minutes long. Yeah, I did have to do extra work after a 9-hour stream, about like an hour or so, not that crazy. And then I posted it immediately. And I did a smart thing, again, reflecting and just thinking about it, where I didn't release the first puzzle because I knew all these bigger streamers would release the first puzzle solutions. So I did the second, third, fourth, and fifth. And then to get ahead of the curve. And those videos did relatively well. They have 2K views. Like, I got some subs off of it. There are people from those videos that came back to stream. And when I stream Hearthstone, they're like, hey, like, you know, Boomsday Puzzles, dude, like, yeah, what rank are you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh dude, I suck. And then that's my moment. That's the reason I make those videos, because I know I'm not that great, but if those people come to my stream, this is my chance. Because my gamble in a way of YouTube is that I'm going to post something that you probably like, and right. And when I hook you, I am going to advertise myself. So those people who came back to my streams and I'm like, yo, I'm so like, hey dude, I know, like, yeah, I suck, I'm a low level, but I do make meme decks, so my high is from making like crazy plays that I enjoy. And then, you know, I talk to them and I get to know them a little bit, or, you know, like, I do what I do best, and that's be me, you know, like, that's all I got. that's all I got, you know. That's all I got, and that's why I'm so good at it, you know.
Some guys, some don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this is a tiny continent, by the way. What the fudge?
Yeah, this is really fucking tight. We're all on top of each other.
Yeah, I just noticed that. It's gonna have to fight for land soon. And what am I gonna do next? And then some of them become regulars. Like I have a regular that plays Hearthstone, and he came from a Hearthstone stream and the Hearthstone video, and it's just like, yo, this is awesome. This is exactly why I do what I do. And that's the way I built. Like, I know it's gonna take time. Like, if I get, you know, one person to come back to the stream every month, then it's like, oh, that sucks, right? That's just a hypothetical. That's not actual stats. But technically, that would be 12 people at the end of the year. That's 12 viewers. And then you do it again. That's 24. And then you do it again. That's whatever, right? And you can continue it. But sometimes it gets more and more and more. And next thing you know, you're playing whatever you like. You're not tied to a game, and you have 30 viewers, you have 20 viewers that you actually know, people that actually know you. And it's not like that quick nut where it's like, oh man, I got 300 people watching, oh my god, I got 300 people again and again and again, and then 2 months pass and you're like, 20 people watching. What is YouTube? You have to work on your algorithm. Why am I getting cucked by YouTube? Like, I gotta switch to Twitch, Mixer, whatever. It's just like, nah, like, dude,
algorithm. Yeah,
you're just tied to a game.
Yep, and they don't ever realize it, and that's the shitty thing. It's just like, you don't want to break from your comfort zone. And goddamn it, why are you fucking? I'm getting a 430 kilobyte upstream right now, so my shit is dead.
Yeah, holy crap.
Oh boy, that's not happening.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
no,
yeah, Pluffadub just said Nara's stream is dead as a doornail.
Yeah, it's super fucking dead right now, and it's not coming back. So shit on me.
Nah, dude, you can bring it back. It's probably gonna make a new stream. YouTube has updated that, by the way, where it's like the wait time is not 5 minutes anymore. It's like it's like 3 minutes, and you're good.
I'm getting fucking cooked. I'm getting so cooked by.
You should switch, dude, to Twitch. Maybe that'll be better.
Yeah, maybe if I start my Twitch stream, maybe that'll fucking work. Maybe,
yeah, dude.
Like, maybe Comcast isn't throttling. It's only throttling YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Christ.
Don't worry. I'll save my Oh, look, you're live again. Welcome back, dude.
Yeah, let's see how well that fucking maintains.
Nice job, bro. Awesome. Holy crap. Can your computer not handle a Civ and XSplit and stuff?
Oh yeah, apparently not, dude. Like, handled Doom 2016 and fucking Vulcan, but and Civ 5 just fucking destroying it.
Hey man, look, man, we're all not blessed with good finances to buy, you know, high-end computers like some of us.
Yeah, so Mr. Silver Spoon Cool Narrcost over here, just all day long, just counting my $100 bills. I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about making a yeah. My shit is just turning off, on and off. So fuck, that's good. That's really cool.
Sounds like
you, Comke.
Sounds like you're having a blast, dude. Oh my god.
Well, I don't know, dude. I'm kind of excited where YouTube game is going towards next.
Oh,
like,
dude. Oh, I'm so excited.
Stoked.
You know what was my biggest complaint about YouTube gaming?
What's that?
That it wasn't a big platform. I was like, there was a huge part of me that was like, why? I was like, why is YouTube gaming separate? Like, what is this thing? Like, why? I don't want YouTube gaming. I want YouTube. YouTube has the most people. Like, YouTube gaming is something so unknown, and I have to explain what YouTube gaming is to other people, and then that they have to switch, and it's just a big process. Like, I want YouTube. So when I heard about this switch, I was like, hell yeah. And I'm like, and it was funny because Megan actually told me that there was another streamer that was like, he's going to switch because YouTube gaming was going to die. And I also heard that. I was like, yeah. And I was talking on stream when this happened. I was like, yeah, you know, it'd be cool if like, you know, YouTube, the regular YouTube just gets like a tab or something where it's like, yeah, this is where streams are and stuff. And, you know, like this is where gaming stuff is. And like, and I went more into detail of what I would like. And then literally 10 minutes after that, Barbara messages me and says, here's an article. I think you should read it. And it's the article about YouTube gaming merge. And I'm like, holy crap, this is exactly what I want. This is amazing. And then I'm like, yeah, like I'm super hyped, dude. And then I go on Twitter and people are like, this is the end for small creators. It's like, God damn it. Why can't you guys be happy? Dude, you not understand? You're going to be part of the biggest platform and people are going to see you. People are going to see you. If you play, and this is just theoretic, let's say the Game Grumps play some indie game. Let's say the Game Grumps play Civilization 5 and you are streaming Civilization 5 and you have a 60-minute video retention. You best believe all those people who watch Game Grumps are gonna have your stupid stream on their recommendation and it's gonna say live and they're gonna click it and they're gonna be like, what is this? And you're gonna be like, what's up? It's me. It's your boy.
Yeah, it's your boy. 10-minute break here. Yeah, no, that's what a lot of people don't understand is like you want that. Like you want it to be easier because people are fucking lazy. The OGs that stayed in YTG, God fucking bless them because they're one of a kind. Like they put up with it, and that's the thing too. And what they don't realize is that it was a separate team. And guess what happens when you work on a team project? And this is how I know people don't have real fucking jobs. Right? You ever work in the corporate world and you're on a separate division? What do you have to do? You have to talk to the other major divisions before you're allowed to do anything. You have to get approval for shit. That's gone now. They don't have to worry about it because it's now part of the huge fucking platform that's YouTube. And YouTube has a lot more updates than YTG had. Like, it's a good fucking thing. And the tab is sick as fuck. YouTube.com/gaming is cool as fuck looking now. And that's what like people don't understand is that you have the opportunity now now you have searching, and now it's based off of your community. If you have a bumping ass chat, guess who's getting fucking recommended, dog? You are. Twitch, it's solely your dick. If your dick is at 6 inches and everybody else around you has a 9er, guess what they're gonna go to? They're gonna go to the 9-incher because that's the first thing there. But guess what? They're going to click on you if you're the first thing there. And now it's based off of interaction, dog. You have likes and dislikes. People can make those judgments.
And you know, those people who stay in your community are super loyal and are there for no matter what game you're there, they're going to stay and chat and do whatever. Those people are going to help your video retention and that's exactly what gets recommended. Whatever has watch time and video retention. And thanks to the community that you've been building for so long, no matter what game you play, you're probably going to get recommended for that game you're playing.
And yeah, and it's especially if you have more regulars, more of your 1% showing up there, guess what? They're going to be fucking there. They're going to be hanging out with your ass. And that's it. And you're going to have the advantage of the person who's just trying to jump up on the hype. They're just going to try to jump up on that. But now if you have fucking people in there right now, dog, like that's what it is. You have this community. You already have a set foundation that's going to, if you have 5 people, you have 10 people in your room, you are 100 times more likely to get seen than in somebody else that jumps on the hype train and is just like, well, I'm going to just try to do it because it's a pop game. Like that's what's fucking awesome about it. Is that if you took the time, it's the slow burn that actually starts the forest fire. It's that one little fucking spark. And
that's all it takes.
You just need people that are loyal.
Yep. And
that's what,
and the job. worst part is I think is when that blow up actually happens, there hasn't been someone who has stayed up there, who's a streamer who has stayed up there and successfully kept up there, if that makes sense, without breaking down. I don't think. I don't even think there's a YTG person who's there. I think, well, maybe One Shot Girl, but she's, I mean, I haven't talked to her at all. I don't know her personally, but if there has to be someone who stays at the top and finds out that trick of staying up top, because I feel like a lot of people just get to the top and then they crash because they think it's everlasting and they think it's like, oh, I'm getting 500 people, it's gonna stay up there, and you know, like, and maybe it could stay up there, but no one has found that success yet. Or maybe it's not supposed to be that success. Maybe it's never, like, maybe eventually you will get there at a slow grind. It's not instant. And that's my mentality in everything. Like, if you get an insane amount of viewers instantly, that is going to be short term. And it's okay. Like, it is okay to have a big burst of people in the short term. Enjoy it. Try and get to, like, trying to keep those people as much as you can, but know that those people, most of those people are going to be gone. But it's okay, because you've hit gold, right? Like, you did something that was really good. Learn from it. Ride the thing. But please, and as you kind of mentioned this earlier, please, whatever you do not make it your standard in a way that you, I guess is the best way to say, don't spend your money, please. Don't spend that revenue, that instant revenue that you have. Save it for a rainy day. Save it, invest in it, do something with it, be smart. And I feel, and that's another thing that that's a huge thing that I wish you have to teach. Like, no one teaches you this, and this is kind of a life lesson as well, where it's like, most of these streamers are young. Like, we're young. I mean, even, like, I consider myself young. I'm 25 years old. It's kind of young, right, in terms of finances, but streamers suck with money. They think that now that they're making this revenue because they have this instant fame or instant success, they're like, okay, I'm gonna spend money on this high-end $3,000 PC. I'm gonna buy all this. I'm gonna move out, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna do that. And then, like, there's like, I can make, and then the mentality's like, I have enough. Like, I don't have any more money anymore, but it's okay because I know next paycheck is gonna be just as big. And they keep that trend riding, and they just spend more, and they spend more, and they spend, and they spend, and then when that moment comes, where that short-term revenue goes away, they're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Oh Lord, oh fudge, oh YouTube this, YouTube that, oh what's going on, and why aren't people watching, blah blah blah. And it gets into that mode of like fight or flight, and it gets hectic, and they're scared, and it's just like, you know, and then all these problems come in. But if someone who does have that, like, let's say, you know, X streamer does get that, like that instant revenue, instant views, and they stop and they reflect on, like, okay, this has happened way too fast. These viewers who are here, they're, you know, with the donations and stuff, yeah, I enjoy it and I'm happy and I appreciate it, but I know a lot of these people are going to go away whenever this game fades out, or whenever this trend you know, fades out, or whatever happens, right? It's a short-term thing. I'm not going to spend my money. I'm going to keep the same thing. And then let's say that, you know, that it does die down. They will have so much revenue that they will be able to pursue this passion no matter what now. Like, they have not spent, they saved up, they hit its success, and now they can work for it again. Whatever it was they did right, they can learn. They have that breathing room of learning what they did right, and just doing it in a calm, nice, stable life.
Well, and yeah, you hit, mostly it's to be humble. It's to be humble at the successes that you have, but not to think of yourself as a god, because that's what ends up happening. It's people, because the thing is you get locked in your own communities, right? Like, we're experiencing that right now all over the internet, right? Mm-hmm. Like, every game that comes out now, it's not just a good game. It's not like I'm hyped for this cool game to come out. This game is the second coming of Jesus. It's like Hanukkah and Christmas rolled into one. I am the fucking god now. Like everything, this game is going to change the industry as a whole, but really it's just another Halo knockoff, or it's just another Fortnite, or it's just another fucking battle royale game. Yeah. And that's what, like, the thing is like, you brought up some successful people, like One Shot Girl. She's a marketing goddamn genius, because you walk in there, she is the girl next door,
and she's family friendly.
And she's super family friendly, but she also spent money into advertisement too. Mm-hmm. Like, there was One Shot Girl advertisements, and she spent money to throw that up onto YouTube. And that was what she did. She marketed an idea, and you believe it as soon as you walk in. Her community believes that. Mm-hmm. And that is ultimately why she's successful, is because her community believes in her. Now, if you're just one and done, like, oh shit, I'm just here, I play these games over and over again, I play Dead by Daylight, or I play Fortnite, or I play Call of Duty, they associate with that because you're telling them over and over and over and over and over again that I am the Fortnite person. I am the Call of Duty person. I am the Battle Royale person. And you get locked into a box, and then you get locked into this echo chamber because your guys are coming in there and they're telling you, you know what? You're fucking awesome. You're great at BR. You're great at this. You're great at whatever you're doing. And that's what it is. You get locked in this echo chamber where people are always telling you that you're right. So if you're right all the time, then why are the numbers down? Why is my stream not so successful? If I'm always right, if I'm really this good and people are telling me I'm really this good, why am I not more successful than what I am? And that's where it becomes unhealthy, because that's when you get inside your head, then it must be the platform that's doing this. If everybody's telling me so great, what is holding me back? And what they don't realize, it's probably themselves. And that's what ultimately happens to these people. And then they go on these tirades where not only do they bash the platform, but they bash their image even further, where they're starting to associate like, yeah, this guy, he's not the streamer. He's the fucking Battle Royale guy. And if he's not doing right, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
It has to be somebody else.
I think
because he's my hero.
Yeah, I think and correct me if I'm wrong, I think one of the best ways to measure yourself in terms of how successful are you doing is to get an input and like an outside perspective, like, hey, 10-minute break. What kind of streamer is he? Like, how would you describe him? And they do not associate it with the game. They're like, oh, it's, you know, Lalo. Yeah, he's a weeb that wears the Naruto headband while he plays video games. That is success for me. Like, that I did it. I'm good. If they say, oh yeah, it's a Fortnite streamer, like, I'm done. Like, that, I feel like that is not good. That's death. That is death.
That's the death of agree. If I want to hear Narrcost, oh yeah, he's the guy with a nice voice. Okay, beautiful. That's exactly what I want to fucking hear. But if they're telling me like, oh yeah, you're the Outlast guy, I fucking failed. I have fucking failed. Like, I've screwed myself. I've done something completely wrong, and that's what it is. It's like, of course, and it eventually becomes to this point where it's your brand, right? You are the Fortnite guy. Like, you know, that's what it is. That is a fucked up mentality. And people are like, yeah, you know what, dude, I'm proud. I'm the Mario Maker guy. I'm proud. Like, no, you're fucking locked. You've now locked yourself into a hell that you can't escape from, because that's what it is. It's just like OJ. Nobody even knows who the fuck OJ is anymore, right? He was the football guy. He was a big, but now we just know him as the fucking murderer. You know?
Yeah. Like, no matter what, I didn't even know he played football, dude.
yeah, he's a fucking awesome football player. Set records, the juice dog. Like, people forgot that. Like, that's what it is. But that's what he did, and then he played it off. Haha, yeah, dude, I am the murderer. How smooth. I'm not gonna let this murder. If I had done it, it's shit like that. They reinforce this idea, and it's not a positive idea that you're doing it. If you're just that one person known, you want to be known as the most entertaining. You want to be like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. That's what you're trying to strive to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking wrestler. But now everybody's like, oh yeah, a lot of people forgot that he's a fucking wrestler. Like, he's just the guy now who he's a big motherfucker. That's what they know him for. He's a good actor. He's charismatic. You want to be known to be charismatic. You want to be known to be a nice guy. You want to be known as the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, dog. That's what you want to be known as. You don't want to be set into this hole. And that's what it is. A lot of people thought that YouTube just put them into a hole. YouTube gaming put them into a hole that I have to do this or I'm not going to get seen. I have to do this or I'm not going to be seen. It's not that case. You make the most out of your own streaming. Like, if you, the idea of a brand, if your brand is that you're a game person that plays this one game, you fucked yourself.
Yeah.
You have fucked yourself left and right, and there's no way of getting out of it. And if people associate with you, you want to, it's just like being the smart kid, thinking yourself the smart kid because you're better at reading and doing math in the 4th grade. And then when you get to high school and you can't fucking do algebra, your whole world gets fucking shattered because you just coasted through. Like, not studying through out of high school. And then when you get to college and you realize what real fucking studying is, then you're like, oh my God, I'm so fucking woefully unprepared. You drop out and, you know, you do all that shit and you hold it against it. It must be the institution. It must have been my old school that did this to me. But really, it's you. because you said, okay, I can just fucking coast on by. I could just do this because people have always told me that I'm smart. People have always told me this is exactly what I can do and this is how I should be doing it. And you never thought outside of that realm.
Yeah.
And that sucks. And that's what a lot of people get caught into. It's not that case. And it's hard. It's so hard to go up a mountain when you've been literally going downhill the entire time. You've been going down. It's fast to go downhill. And a lot of that is you just going downhill because it's easier on your legs, not turning around and saying, fuck it, I'm going to get to the summit. You're just trying to get the lowest hanging fruit possible because there's a lot of people waiting for you. And they think you're really good at picking that low hanging fruit rather than getting to the top where the sweetest one is. That's all there is.
Yeah.
That's all there ever is to it.
And there's someone who I admire for all their ridiculous behind the scenes hard work, and I am gonna name drop here. Onico. Nah, dude, but seriously, this guy, and I'll give you my pretext here. All right, so I'm in California, just visiting. No. I'm in California just visiting. This isn't VidCon time. I'm just visiting. Like, I'm visiting. And it's me, Rebel, Jay Kraken, to the nines, Stat, and Onico. Did I say Onico already?
Yes.
And we're in California, where we go to Stat's new place, which is incredible. His apartment is insane in location. There's like, it's nightlife everywhere. And we go out. It is 9:30 at night. We literally step out. Like, we get there like at 8. We take a few drinks. And as we're stepping to go to this clubby area, Onico turns around and says, hey guys, I'm going to go head out. I got to do some work. And I'm like, it is Friday night, my dude. And there's a whole bunch of content creators here and we're living it up, and you're gonna go and work on a video? Question mark? And I'm like, all right, whatever. Whatever, right? And then like later, Jay tells me of all these crazy things that he's doing with other content creators, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm just here to have a good time, and this guy's like thinking about what's the next project. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. And now that Jay's not streaming anymore and he has like a main job, one of his side gigs is working with Onico on some other projects. And that's crazy, and I don't think anybody thinks about that. No one's thinking about doing a prod, like real, content creators. Because Onico's not a streamer. Well, he is a streamer now on Facebook Gaming, but that no one has that mentality of like, okay, I have to do something to put myself like to work on something, if that makes sense. Like, no one's thinking that. Everyone's just like, I'm gonna stand in front of a computer screen and play Fortnite, and it's just like, that's not exactly how it works, dude. It's just like, man, it's crazy, dude. I don't know, man.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot more work. You have to put about, I think, double the triple the amount of the time off the camera than you do on the camera to be successful. A lot of the shit is done. I always said it's business is done at the bar. Because I did a lot of traveling sales bullshit for a long time. I was a product development manager for a company for a while there, and I traveled all around, right? So I had to go to trade shows. I had to do all this stupid shit. I didn't do anything at those trade shows. I literally just stand in the spot, try to sell a product. Guess what? Didn't happen. But fucking at night at the bar where I was sitting there and talking to the people when, the gloves were off, that's when the deals got made. And that's the same thing you have to do here. You have to step away from your business, your brand, if you will. Go out there and reach people. The best way to network is to meet those people in real life. And that's what I say all the time. If you get an opportunity to go to a gaming convention, do that. If you have an opportunity to have a get-together, or you have a close group of streamers that are close to you, set up an event. Just going out and have coffee. Go out and have dinner. And it doesn't have to be fucking over the top. Just go and have lunch with somebody. Have a coffee date with somebody. Go and talk. Hey, man, what are you up to? Da-da-da-da-da. Be genuine. Be a human being with them. And that is successful, too. That is the best thing you can do, rather than sitting in front of your computer all day grinding. I gotta play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Gotta play Fortnite between 9 p.m. and 4 p.m. You know, I just have to do that because that's when everybody's off of school. You know, it's when the summer hours aren't there, dude. You know.
Yeah,
and that's what it is.
I remember talking to a streamer, and I was like, and I told him, like, I was like, because this person was giving me a time of day, like he was actually hearing me out, and I was like, yeah, YouTube has a VOD system, you know, if you know, make VODs, and I'm like, do you edit? And they're like, yeah, you know, I do some editing, and I'm like, okay, you don't need to do it, and you know, crazy edits, you just need to know how to make highlights, right? And I'm like, you should make VODs because, you know, there are certain key terms that get clicks, but no one's gonna watch a 8-hour 12-hour stream. No one's gonna do that. But if you make a 30-15 minute video of something that you think people will watch, you know, like hot keywords, then there's a chance that they're gonna, you know, subscribe and come to a stream. And the person goes, well, I don't have time because I stream so long. I stream, you know, 8 hours or whatever, then I have to do this and that. I'm like, and I suggested to just cut back on your streams, and they just were like, no way, no way, like, nah, I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? I'm like, dude, like,
yeah, missed opportunity. Everybody,
like, put down the ego. Like, I don't know how to say this in a way. Like, if you're streaming 8 hours, I'm pretty sure not many people will complain about shorter times if you cut it down to 6. Like, if you stream 8, like, no one's gonna be like, oh, 6 hours? Are you kidding me? What happens to the 8 hours, streamer? Like, no one's gonna say that because no one's, well, maybe there are a couple handful of people, but no one's gonna watch 6 hours, 8 hours straight, or even 6 hours straight. You know, like, it's okay. It's okay to put down the pride. You're not no one's gonna, you don't need 8 hours. No one is gonna watch you 8 straight hours. Maybe they'll have you on the lurk, but it's okay to sacrifice 2 hours so that you can work on a video or something. Like, use the tool set. But it's just like that. I don't know, man. I feel like people are like, there's a balance of ego sometimes, especially when people hit success. Like, it's like, no, I can't do that. Not for my brand.
Not for my brand. Not for my brand. Yeah, dog, you can. Nobody, like people don't think about it in this perspective. If you have somebody watch you for 15 minutes straight, you are doing fucking great. Like, you held somebody's attention for 15 fucking minutes. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, on an entertainment standpoint. Like, if you could hold somebody's attention for a half hour, congratulations, dog. You just lasted like a TV show. If you can hold somebody's attention for an hour, holy motherfuck. Like, you've done it.
Yeah.
Like, you are on the top of the food chain like nobody's business, and you don't even realize it. And people don't appreciate that because they think, like, man, I can do so much. I'm so good at what I do. I'm just gonna start declaring war. War on everybody. And war on everybody.
Dang, you're bottom of the table, dude. By a lot.
Dude, I'm fucking by a dick load. I'm fucking terrible at this game, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
I've noticed.
But yeah, you have to, and like that's what I'm excited about, especially with this gaming creator on the rise thing. Yeah, have you seen what it did for Aaron's play?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
13K,
12,000. Yeah, like, what the fuck? She went up 7,000 in a fucking week.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
And there, you know,
that's an opportunity.
There's, man, I really hope that people in this same mindset, you know. Sometimes I wish I would become a big streamer, not so that I'm successful, not so that I, you know, make a living off this, but just to say, you guys are stupid to the higher sub count people that keep iterating these not so true things or this wrong mentality, and then spreading it to these smaller streamers who are stupid enough to just be like, oh, okay, oh yeah, you're right, like, and I'm just like, no, that isn't right. I wish I had that virtual
and that's what
penis, you know, like,
and that's my petty dream.
That is my petty dream as well. Like, just like, nah, you guys are wrong,
dumb motherfuckers. That's not exactly how you do it. Here's your brain going, fuck it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna be streaming Fortnite. I'm gonna be streaming a freaking. What is the pigeon one? What's the pigeon dating sim? My boyfriend. Yeah, how to fuck boyfriend. I'm gonna be streaming that. You want to see the gameplay? It's really bad, but I'm pretty sure people aren't even there for that.
Yeah, well, don't worry. It's there's one that makes race car noises every time he transitions in and out of stream, so that's cool. Like that's a fucking thing in that game. But yeah, that's my pettiest dream. And I don't want to even do it. It's sick because it's not like I want to be successful and make a lot of money. I just want to say, oh, look at that, motherfucker. That's all I want to do.
Look who's on the top now.
Who's on the top? I'm sorry. What's that? I can only play one game? Fuck you. Like, and that's so petty. It's the pettiest goddamn thing. It's like...
Guess what game I'm playing tomorrow? You'll never know. I bet you can't guess it. No one can ever guess it. Because why? Because I play what I want.
Because I play what I want. And guess what? People are still going to show, motherfucker. Like, that's all I want to do. It's all... And it's sick. Because I have, like, every once in a while, once I read those things, I just have those sick fantasies. Like, it was a fucking cartoon. Like, it's like, oh, motherfucker, one day. You know, like, that's all I want to do is like, oh, motherfucker. Oh, what was that? Sorry, I can't hear you over the people subscribing because they actually legitimately like me, you fucking dickweed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but that's it. That's at this point, it's just out of spite. I'll keep on streaming out of spite in order to the hopes that one day I'm get like creator on the rise. 1,000 people watch me.
I DM Barbara. I was like, yo, who I gotta suck off to get that? She's like, I don't actually know. And I'm like, God damn it, Barbara. It's the one time I'm quote unquote using your position for my benefit, and this is the response I get.
Who do I have to suck off to get up on that creator on the rise? Leave poor sweet Barbara out of this, you son of a bitch.
I love Barbara so much, man. She got so much slack sometimes, and I'm like,
for no fucking reason.
For no reason, man. Just like stupid little content creators, streamers are like, oh my god. And that, oh my goodness. Oh, but do you guys remember the adpocalypse thing? And a lot of streamers was like, oh my god, my revenue. And I'm like, you don't even make money off of that, you idiot, dude. Like,
right, like, oh man, you made fucking $4 off 1,000 people in your room from ads. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Like, how can you be so petty?
Who cares, man? Like, you're not streamers, especially, we don't care about ad revenue. Most of our revenue is from donations from the people. Like, they're not from company ads. We don't do that. Who cares if it's who cares? One of my biggest thing was like, does it affect SEO? Does it affect that? And I asked, and they were like, no. And I'm like, then I don't give a care. Then I do not care. It does not affect me.
What do you mean? If you don't put advertisements on your stream, why the fuck would they recommend it? What? What?
Oh, yes.
You dumb motherfuckers, not how it works. It's not how it fucking works. It's
my revenue has been cut in half from $20. What is it? Like, what do you mean?
How much fucking money are you really making? People come in even though you have like 19,000 views on your fucking 8-hour stream. They're like, oh god, they must have cut it down so much. Like, fuck you, you fucking idiot. You don't even understand how it works.
It's just like, it's so aggravating. What are you, stop? What do you, why are you declaring war on Gandhi?
Because Gandhi's gonna get the nuke, dog. I'm not gonna fucking do it.
He has such a more bigger empire than you do.
Yes, he does. And he just moved his. Oh, he's got trebuchets. Motherfuck.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to end myself right now. Start a granary. I think I should start doing that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let me feed this empire when they eventually conquer me. So, no, it's just like, and that's why I hate. Like, I was so happy to like get into a Twitter chat with a bunch of successful people, and I fucking hate every second of it every day. Like,
wow, that's very. Oh man.
Yeah, well, because that's what it turns into. Do you want to sit around all day like, oh man, you know what? How can we socially manipulate people? Oh, like how can we manipulate people, and how can I get people into the stream? That fucking sucks dick to hear that all day long, because you're like, there's some people that I respected, and I was like, how How can you wake up every day and say like, "Yep, this is definitely what I'm going to do today"? Fuck these kids. These kids aren't showing up. Like that's fucking weird. That is such a hateful, weird way of thinking that I can't even think about that. I never woke up one day and said, you know what? I sure hope that one fucking person shows up and starts dropping some bombs in my like donations, dog. Like that's what I want. This is what I want only. I'm not playing this game. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. I'm just wanting this fucking money and I'm getting out. I'm getting my
dude, have you like I don't want to call out anyone or like generalize too much, but I've heard stories about female streamers like following two streams big donators. Like if someone was known to donate big, there will be certain female streamers that would follow them or try and contact them and become their friends, so that big donator would go to their streams and donate huge. And sometimes, and I hate to say it, sometimes it actually did work.
A lot of the times it did work, but that's fucked up. That is really fucked up. You ever see that? Did you see that Twitter video of like the dude who fucking like my mistress hands the broad like $1,000 and is like bowing his head, and she like he kisses her boots and shit. Like somebody tweeted just like, yeah, this is like what people on Twitch do in order to have a female streamer have sex with them. Like that's the idea, and that's so fucked up. Because there are some people that they see you as a friend. You sound like, you know, you're trying to be a friend, but you're doing it for the wrong fucking reason. And it's like direct manipulation. Like that's fucked up. Like you manipulated this person only so you could get money. That is hyper fucked.
Yeah. And there are people like that, and I feel bad. Like it's just like, you know, like why are you streaming? Is Nahar offering sex for money again? Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Every day. But yeah, I don't know. And like that's what my thing is like I want to be able to do this. Like I want to really be able to do this, but I want to be able to wake up in the morning and say like, oh man, I'm glad that I didn't fuck over people to get where I was at. Like I don't want to have an empire based off of fucking heads on the ground. Like, you know what? I want somebody. Yeah, I'm right. I read a goddamn comment, but welcome to the world of fucking marketing. I know, I understand, but I hate the corporate world. That's the thing. I've worked the corporate world all my life. And that's what the thing is like I realized this is the problem too, and this is what I think we've all like this is why I think everybody needs to work a corporate job, and this is why I always think that somebody should work a retail job. And this is the sole fact. I grew up in the mentality, especially in America, that we always think that these corporations is a bunch of big fucking people. And it's the same thing with the entertainment business, especially your favorite YouTuber, most likely, that we think that it's these big, powerful dudes in suits sitting around in the conference room saying like, oh, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. This is going to be a great idea. This is exactly what we should do. This is our marketing strategy. This is what we got. We do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. We'll be able to have $100 million profit. But really what it is, it's a bunch of fucking grown-ass people running around with their heads cut off, on fire, trying to piss on themselves to hopefully not get burned as bad as the guy below them. And that's what it is. People have no fucking idea why they're successful or how they got successful for most of the part. For 99% of them, there's 1% that probably have a concise idea, they strategize, they implement it, and it's worked out perfectly for them. But that's what it is. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Nobody does for the most part. They might not completely understand why they're successful, but then they walk around pretending like they do. And then this is how the misinformation gets out, and it just becomes all fucking chaos. Every control plan you think that there's out there, every brand marketing strategy you think you have might be fucking completely shit, and you're just trying to keep this illusion alive. It's fake it until you make it.
Yeah, and it's true, man. When I worked for the government, it was such a shock to me.
Oh God.
Oh, what happened? Oh, England.
I've been conquered.
Oh.
I'm gone.
Are you not even in the game anymore?
No, it fucking just completely destroyed me. I got this sad.
Why didn't you tell me so I could have like maybe gave you one of my cities so you at least can be in the game?
Now I'm gone. Forever. I faced the Gandhi, and Gandhi struck me down like nobody's business. God damn it.
I was doing I was preparing my late game already, man.
Well, is it time for the nuke? Time to start dropping nukes, dog.
Oh my god. God damn it.
I actually do need to get going, my dude.
It's all good, dude. It's all good, man.
If you want to do like a legitimate podcast, maybe we'll turn it into a vibe. We could do that too if you want to do it.
Bro, I am down if you actually have the time. That's the thing about me. You see, Narrcost, let me tell you something about 10-minute break is that I am quite the revolutionist, the entrepreneur, the philanthropist, and I am always able and willing to tackle on projects that will make me successful.
Good, and I really appreciate
evolutionist.
You're an evolutionist.
I'm an evolutionist,
cool.
dude.
I'm totally into Darwin too. Abolitionist? Oh god. I'm always here for big dick plays and little dick energy.
You let me know, and I'm on board for it, dude. I am on board for it. I know podcasts is a thing that kids listen to a lot nowadays, anyway.
Yeah. So as long as we can manipulate the kids, that's all I'm here for. I'm only here to manipulate kids if possible. Please feel free to take this out of context and roast me on it. But I want to thank you. This is a lot of fun, actually. I had a lot of fun.
Great. It was. I don't. Civ 5, guys. It's your favorite game.
All right, were you raiding somebody? Are we gonna go for the raid now?
Sure, let's do it, man.
Do you know who?
Do you have someone in mind? I don't even know who's on right now. Let me check. Let's raid somebody. Right. Well, guys, if you guys want to hear the rest of this conversation, please make sure you subscribe to 10-minute break, and the podcast will be coming out soon. Don't you worry.
And unsubscribe from Narrcost if you could do that. I want to make sure my subscription base.
Our favorite third musketeer cat is streaming.
Let's do it.
Did you stream her? Did you stream? Did you rate her already before?
No, I haven't rated her today. I haven't streamed today. You're my first stream, so you know I jumped on for you because I love you more than anything else.
I messaged Narrcost. I was like, "Do you have Civ? Do you want to stream Civ and talk about YouTube?" That's.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I know, that's what it is. You think I plan out anything, dog? Nothing. Compulsive streaming. Truest definition of variety, because I have no idea what the fuck I do 99% of the time.
Yeah, same, dude. Same. It's just like some people are like, "What are you gonna stream today?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man."
I have no fucking idea. Whatever tickles my fancy about 5 seconds before I hit live, that's it.
You think I depend on the game? And
you know who the fuck I am? I'm 10 minutes.
You know who you're talking to right now? Do you know who you subscribe to right now? How dare you come at me with that? What do you want to call the raid, guy? What do you want to call the raid?
We'll just call, I don't know, what the fuck do you call it? 10-minute?
What do you call yours? Narbomb? That's stupid.
Oh wow. Fuck you. I'll tell you the origin story of that next time on the podcast. You
yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You fuck.
I'm gonna curse on the podcast, guys. I know. I know. I never curse. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna do it.
Minute break.
Minute, no.
Break. Oh, you got minute break Nar.
Break Nar is great. I love.
Break Nar.
Yeah.
Break Nar raid.
Yeah. 10-minute Narmy is pretty nice, but I feel like it has too much of them in it. 10-minute Narmy. It's like someone
10 bomb. 10 bomb. Yeah, 10 bomb. We'll do. I don't know what the fuck. We'll just fucking raid.
Can we put Narrcost sucks?
Narrcost sucks raid.
Yeah, let's do it. Narrcost sucks with the X. No, three C's. Narrcost sucks. 3 C's.
3 C's?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Narrcost sucks raid. 3 C's thick, dog.
Mm-hmm. There it is. I'm not even gonna put raid because I just want to say Narrcost sucks.
Damn it, 10-minute Narmy. Fluffaduff DM me. We need to work on more.
It just looks like someone misspelled 10-minute army.
You get again. Sorry. Fuck.
Oh damn it! Sorry, dude. All right.
Narrcost, hello.
Oh, you already started rating? God damn it!
Well, I'm already way ahead of you, dog. You remember?
You didn't even give me a chance to. All right,
dude,
here you
all
go.
I'm saying is like you're playing checkers and I'm playing chess right now.
You know, you probably don't even play that.
I haven't played checkers in such a long time.
I meant chess.
Oh yeah, god damn it! What the fuck? Who plays chess?
I play chess. I beat my first grade teacher when I was younger. I was a prodigy. That's what made me go into honors. True story.
Oh.
Yeah, I like them apples.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Say bye, guys. Bye.
All right, did you turn off the stream?
Totally.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this right now.